Hello everyone and welcome back to our course. In this lecture, we are discussing what is Decentraland. Decentraland is the first fully decentralized virtual world. It is a decentralized virtual reality platform that you can access on the browser, not necessarily only with a VR headset, and it's powered by the Ethereum blockchain. With Decentraland, you can create, experience, and monetize content and applications. The content that makes up Decentraland is stored and distributed via a decentralized network. Ownership and transactions are validated on the Ethereum blockchain. Decentraland uses Mana as its cryptocurrency token. This is a fungible token, meaning it can be divisible and every token can be interchanged for another token. Like the dollar bill is fungible because every dollar bill can be swapped for another dollar bill. And Decentraland's cryptocurrency token Mana, it follows the ERC20 standard for a fungible token, which means that it complies with Ethereum's standards for building fungible tokens. Decentraland's Mana token is fully decentralized. The private key that controlled its smart contract has been thrown away. What can we do with the Mana crypto coin? Well, we can burn or spend Mana in exchange for land parcels. This is land in the Decentraland universe. And you can trade Mana with other users in exchange for goods and services within Decentraland. You can read more at governance.decentraland.org about the transparency of Mana. Join me coming up next. We're going to discuss what is Decentraland's land and how does land work. Hello everyone and welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to discuss what is Decentraland's land. Land in Decentraland refers to 3D virtual space. This land is finite and traversable, so you can move around the land. The land is represented as a non-fungible digital asset, an NFT. Each is unique and cannot be replicated. So it's non-fungible, meaning that you can't swap one for the other and have both have the same value and meaning. This land NFT is maintained in an Ethereum smart contract. You can use land within Decentraland to build three-dimensional spaces and applications. So if you want to build a scene in Decentraland, you have to own the land plot in the virtual world. Decentraland's land is built on the ERC 721 standard. This is a standard defined by Ethereum for how you should build out your non-fungible tokens. That way, your NFTs can be compatible with different marketplaces and they can be built properly. An NFT is a digital asset that can be traded with other users. So, Decentraland's land, it follows all the rules and can be traded just like any other NFT. Next, let's discuss Decentraland versus Ethereum. Decentraland does not run on its own independent blockchain. Decentraland uses the Ethereum blockchain to store and verify information about who owns this piece of land, what is the content in the land, what 3D elements are in the land, and what can you do on the land. Decentraland also uses a server. The content within Decentraland, the 3D elements, are hosted and served to users via a network of community-owned content servers. Visual, audio, and 3D content is stored in a network of content servers. Anyone can submit a server to join this network, but it must be voted on by the community. This is handled by a decentralized autonomous organization. When you visit Decentraland, the content needed to render your location and your surrounding world is pulled from the content servers. Each land token links to this content. Coming up next, we're going to dive deeper into Decentraland's decentralized autonomous organization and how it works to run Decentraland. Hello everyone and welcome back. In this lecture, we are discussing what is Decentraland's decentralized autonomous organization, DAO, also commonly called the Decentralized Autonomous Company. who runs Decentraland? Who owns Decentraland? The answer is Decentraland runs itself, and no one owns Decentraland. It is a decentralized entity and a decentralized organization, meaning that the blockchain smart contracts, they run Decentraland, and the community, whoever interacts with these smart contracts, they own Decentraland and they govern it. This is the basis of a decentralized autonomous organization. It's an organization represented by rules encoded as a computer program or smart contract. This contract is transparent, it lives on the blockchain, and anyone can access it and see what are its contents. This decentralized autonomous organization can be any organization that is run by Ethereum smart contracts or contracts on another blockchain. The organization is controlled by the organization members. It doesn't have a central owner. There's no CEO, doesn't have a central government. If there is a decision to be made, votes can be cast to the smart contract, and the smart contract will then take the votes and make a decision based on the votes. And who can vote? Anyone can vote if you make the transaction to the smart contract. So this is the basis of any decentralized autonomous organization, and Decentraland is a decentralized organization. So the actual world of Decentraland is governed by the Decentraland DAO. The DAO owns the most important smart contracts and assets that make up the Decentraland world. The decentralized autonomous organization owns land contract, estates contract, wearables, content servers, and the marketplace. As well, the DAO owns substantial mana cryptocurrency. This will allow it to be anonymous and to subsidize operations. You, as a visitor to Decentraland or an interactor with it, are in control of the policies created to determine the world. You have a say, you can vote in the policies of how Decentraland is run. For example, you can vote on what kinds of wearable items should be allowed, what content should be allowed, what is the policy on land and auctions. You can vote on policy updates and propose policy updates. You can vote on future land auctions and whitelisting of NFT contracts that should be allowed in the world, in the builder, and in the marketplace. Voting takes place on the Decentraland DAO's governance interface, which is powered by Aragon, an open source infrastructure with governance plugins. Some more examples of what you can do with the DAO is upgrade land and estates to add more features, specify the dates and rules for future land auctions, vote on the size of marketplace fees, which is in mana that gets burnt, vote on primary sale fees, also in mana, vote on the addition and replacement of servers, vote on the allocation of grants, vote on addition of new wearables for characters in the world, and vote on who should be a member of the council. So that is an overview of the Decentraland Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Coming up next, we're going to discuss how Ethereum and Decentraland's land work together. So don't miss the next lecture. Hello everyone and welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to discuss how Ethereum works with Decentraland's land. An Ethereum land smart contract will register any changes to the state of a piece of land. This includes change in the contents of the land or change in the ownership of the land. These changes are recorded and verified by the Ethereum blockchain. Let's discuss these briefly mentioned parcels of land. Every piece of land is divided into parcels identified by Cartesian coordinates, meaning x, y coordinates. A parcel is permanently owned by a member of the community and can be purchased using mana. A land token will include for each piece of land, each parcel, a record of the coordinates, the owner of the parcel, and a reference to the content description file or the parcel manifest. This will outline what is in the land. It describes and encodes the content that the owner of the land wishes to serve on their land. For example, if I want to build a role-playing game and put it onto Decentraland, I have to buy a piece of land and then serve the game in that piece of land. Users like you and me have full control over the environments and applications that we create. These can be static three-dimensional scenes or interactive applications or games and more. Next, we'll discuss Decentraland's land versus mana. Mana is the cryptocurrency, the native token of Decentraland. It is burned, meaning spent, in exchange for land parcels. So you can buy land with mana. The amount of land in Decentraland corresponds to the fixed total amount of mana. So when Decentraland was first created, there was an initial amount of mana that cannot be changed. And the amount of land available to us is equal to or related to, correlates with that amount of mana. This ensures that the value of parcels remains stable. Without land scarcity, if we had infinite land, many parcels would be abandoned and this would reduce the quality of the content. How do you own Decentraland land? Well, as mentioned, you can purchase land with mana. Non-fungible land tokens, so NFTs, will track the ownership on the Ethereum blockchain. If you own the NFT, then you own that land parcel. This is the same as owning any other NFT, like a crypto kitty or a crypto punk. Decentraland also has districts. Some parcels are further organized into themed communities or districts, and you can create shared spaces with common interests and uses. So you can organize land pieces into districts. In Decentraland, we also have estates. An estate is a non-fungible digital asset, and it is equal to 2 or more directly adjacent parcels of land. These parcels cannot be separated by a road plaza or any other parcel. So if you have 2 parcels directly next to each other, you can create an estate. This allows you to manage larger land holdings. You can have a bigger world for your scene. You can build larger scenes that span more than 1 parcel. To buy land or estates, go to the Decentraland marketplace at market.decentraland.org. As well, Decentraland uses a digital wallet to handle payments. The digital wallet is your personal account where you can store your digital assets like names, collectibles, the land that you have, and your in-world progress. You don't need to have a wallet. You can access Decentraland as a guest user. You'll get a guest ID and a guest avatar. You can walk around, customize your avatar, and chat, but the information will only be stored locally. You can't get daily rewards. You can't participate in events. You can't log in with a different device. Next up, we're going to discuss how to develop for Decentraland. How do you build scenes and programs for Decentraland? How do you build games and apps for Decentraland and worlds inside of the Decentraland world? Don't miss that next lecture. If you liked this video, then go to training.mammoethinteractive.com. We have tons more content on blockchain, web development, machine learning, and much more. We also have a membership for just $19 a month where you can get access to our 372 course bundle and counting.